Yo, it's the Latin Bass Assassin. What's up? What's happening? Let's try and get a couple today before 11-ish. Just waiting for my charts to load. Okay, charts loaded. This thing says no video available. What? How are we live but not live? No, the video is unavailable. Anybody else seeing this? Moderator, text me if you are seeing the video because I cannot see it on my end. It is saying that I do not have video on my end. Ah, here we go. Now I see it. Let's get it. Yo, what up, old school? Jay, what up, dog? That's the same thing that happened to me, moderator. Because I kept on asking, yo moderator, can you see the video? He keeps telling me that there's no video available. So, I don't know what happened. All I know is that we are back. What up, crew? What up? What up, Creel? What up, Unlimited? Today, let's try not to drag this out. The amount of time that it is going to take to continue the streak. Let's try and just knock it out of the house. You know what I'm saying? I do thank you guys for joining us. You could be watching Saturday morning cartoons right now, but instead you choose to watch these Saturday morning cartoons brought to you by the Latin Bass Assassin and the Rodcast. which is probably not great because that means that I have a gross long goatee. And to some, that is acceptable. But to me, I don't like it. I'm more of a manicured, clean shaven look. And I don't mean like I have manicures and pedis. I mean like my facial hair is manicured. It's gonna be a good day. And all my homies gonna ride today. And all we wanna do is, and all this water looking fly today. And all we wanna do is catch a 5 today. Hey, it's gonna be a good day. And ain't no hater gonna cry today about me fishing my way. Oh, there's a gentleman right here. So as the gentleman that we are, we shall leave it to him. I hope he catches every single fish in this area. Wish him nothing but the best. Because that's how we get down, homies. Ain't no hater in us. Hey, what up? Bro, we are not. Dead Rabbit, we are not the Blue Jays, okay? Speaking of, did anybody see anything interesting last night? Because I didn't. I didn't watch anything interesting at all. It's kind of weird. So, Dead Rabbit, this is what it was about. We were talking shad about the Blue Jays. So then I said, yeah, blah, 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 the Blue Jays or the Woodpeckers, whatever they are. And then I said, in fact, if you are dyslexic, you might even call them the Pecker Woods. That is how that came about, bro. So it was just not, it wasn't just some random outburst where I said Peckerwood. No, no, no. It was potentially some dyslexia that I have that caused me to, allegedly, potentially, possibly, that caused me to call them the Peckerwoods. Ain't no hater gonna cry today about me fishing my way. So I'm gonna, there's a, what do you call it? There's a new lure that the moderator bought me. It's like Christmas every day with the moderators. I'm just minding my own business. And then she says, hey, you want me to get you one of these? And I'm like, what the heck is this? And it's just another lure. Alrighty. Why not open it up with a little top water here in this calm water? It's got a little bit of a breeze, but not much. So hopefully everybody's having a nice Saturday morning. Slow, peaceful. Hopefully the fishing isn't nice and slow and peaceful. Hopefully it's action-packed. Hopefully it's like a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie from the 80s. Action-packed. Oh, you want to do a little splash over there, but not over here. That's fine. Unlimited's rims have been shipped. Last time I bought rims, I had to buy them for the Benz because the other rims had cracked. And they came from Florida, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe it was from somewhere like, I don't know, Missouri or something. Who knows? But I kind of feel, well, I definitely looked at a place in Missouri, in Florida, that had rims, but I don't know if I purchased them from there. All right, no takers. This is my last cast with this. 0 takers so far on this top water. That's weak. If they want to be weak, and then we'll switch it up. I think I got eelgrass. Not a problem. We're going to the Creel Mega Bass. We'll throw that out here for a little bit. Yeah, Creel, don't you remember? I used to have a stupid Mercedes-Benz. That's what I was dragging silver with, bro. Come on, Creel. Keep up, dog. Where you been at, Creel? Ah, no, Moon. What up, Moon? Nah, it was a used Benz, bro. But it did teach me one thing. It taught me not to buy Benz from here on out, bro, because all these guys do is their slogan should be Mercedes-Benz. Come to your local dealership and it will Benz you over. Uh-oh, that guy's barely hooked on the nostril. He's barely hooked on the nostril, guys. It's gonna make a bass krill. One nostril. We're gonna allow him to just do his thing down there. We don't want him to come up. We want him to be defeated. Feel defeated, bro. Okay, do your thing, do your thing. I don't think they like the vibration of the line as I rub the line to get it towards us. Pull it towards us. But here we go, guys. This is not a BBL. It has the potential, but not in the now times. In the future to be a BBL, but this is not a BBL. This right here is just, you guys might have missed that entire sequence. You guys might have missed that entire sequence. But this right here continues the streak. And that's all we were looking for, bros. This is just a little Juan 15. Nope. This is definitely a little Juan. But we are thankful for this little Juan. Iwashalo. Yeah, doggy. You want to sing with me, dog? You want to sing with me? Tell me you want to sing with me. He wants to sing with me. I can't move his mouth right. This is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Let me put him in the water. Oh, people. Oh, the water that not knowing what it was. And no continue watching it forever just because it's the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was. And just because. Look at that, guys. Sorry for the fact that he was singing that underwater and it was a little bit garbled up, I guess. But I guess that's what things sound like underwater. But you heard it from that fish, bro. This is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. Thank the good Lord that we caught that fish. So, that means that at any point in time, we can now get off the water. It is 68 degrees right here. We could get off the water and watch some college football. he was about the same size. That fish weighed 2 pounds, 14 ounces. It was about the same size as the slimy weird one. Football is the devil, Bobby. Mama say it. Mama always said that football was the devil. Well, whether the big ones are biting or not, bro, the big ones don't pay the bills. I mean, they help you guys out, but you know. What game? Moon, there were many games that were on last night. What game exactly are you talking about, Moon? There were many NBA games. There were games, Lakers versus Timberwolves. Luka scored 49 points. There was Virginia Tech Cal versus Virginia Tech, college football. Boise State versus some other team, I forgot what it was. Please, be a little more specific, Moon. On any night, I could watch any game. I could be watching any games, as I watch all games. I mean, there were some hockey games, but I don't really watch them right now because hockey is only interesting to me when it's playoff time. What particular game could you be talking about, Moon? I'm not exactly sure what game. Was there a game last night that I missed? Let me see. That's grass. Oh, nope. That's a grassy fish. That fish is that grass. Mega bass, you son of a fish. Why do you got such wussy hooks, mega bass? I loosened up my drag and everything for that guy. Come on, mega bass. You're stupid. Why, mega bass? Why did you cost me that fish? If only you came with man hooks. I'm pretty sure he took the bet, bro. I don't think he chickened out, bro. I'm pretty sure he took the bet. Man, stupid mega bass. So here's a scale. So that's awesome, mega bass. Thanks for hooking us up with a scale. And the front hook seems to be bent out right there. Both front hooks seem to be bent out. They're all starting to get bent out. What is going on here, bros? Whose hooks are these? Okay. This is stupid. Let me see what happens if I throw a bait with man hooks. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Okay, that was probably bent a little bit too far in. Golly. Who knows what the size of these fish were that... Ugh. Okay. All right, so we got to remember the little dainty hooks. As soon as the fish starts to pull, just release the spool. If the fish starts to pull, release the spool. Throw in a mega bass, release the spool. That felt like an okay fish. Once I realized that it wasn't grass. What bet are you talking about, bro? I'm gonna need you, Snizook, I'm gonna need you to go to the tape and show me. Dang, the mega bass is gonna bend out its hooks on this fish right here. Mega bass, don't bend out your hooks. These are the giants that have been getting away, guys. These are the giants that have been bending out the hooks of the mega bass. They're giants. Watch out, guys. But this little vato right here, right there, I'm gonna weigh him. I don't think he's gonna be, I think our mark is 2 ounces. I think he's heavier than 2 ounces. Let's try it. That last fish was 2 pounds, 14 ounces, guys. We're gonna try and see how much this little chivato weighs. 4 ounces. Get out of here, dog. We would have been impressed by a 4-ouncer in our past life, but you are no longer impressive. Snizook, hold on a second, bro. Now, I knew you were going to point to that, dog. I knew that that was the bet that you were talking about, dog. But at what point in time did I say, okay, Snizook, yes, I will do that? I never did, bro. I said during our conversation, and it's all on film, bro, or digital or whatever. It's all there, dog. I never agreed to that because I said, this is a new season, new offensive coordinator, blah, 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 blah. I'm a new head coach. Never did I say, Snizook, you're on. I never said that, bro. Now, one can say, hey, I'll bet you something, but that doesn't mean the other person acknowledged that the bet was on. Now, if you point to the audio that, or the video portion that shows me saying yes, and it's not AI, shows me saying, yes, Snizook, I'm down, let's do that. Then I will quickly take back my statement that I'm making now, but I guarantee you that I did not say, you're on, Snizook, because that would not be something that I would undertake, because you've heard me say Dak is stupid. Now, yes, he is having a good year right now, but all the previous years of him sucking did not give me the confidence to take that bet, bro. Now, I mean, dude, if you want to do the research, it is there, dog. I mean, I don't know which rodcast it was, but I could almost guarantee you 100% I did not agree to that. Now, I can't be Mandela affected into thinking, oh, you're right. I did say that. Now, I got hit by a car, bro, but you gotta be kidding me, Mega Bass. All right, guys, I'm switching jerk baits. But I got hit by a car, bro, but that doesn't mean I don't remember anything. That is like the third fish this Mega Bass has missed. Though, to Mega Bass's credit, that is the third fish that it has, well, fourth or fifth, that it has got to bite. So, what are you accepting now? I don't know what you're accepting here, bro. Mega Bass. Now, I know Creel's gonna jump in and say, hey, it's gotta be your drag, dog. But I had already tightened up my drag. So, after the last fish that bent out the hooks. Cuvo, Steven, what's happening? Oh, I thought we somehow got into another bet that I don't know about, bro. When you said, I accept those terms. But I don't. Did I bet you again, allegedly? Because I don't think I bet. User error. It's just another little turd. He's gonna bend out my hooks again. Shh, guys, don't tell Colin that this guy hit the deck because I don't want him to talk about my fish. My fish handling. Fool. I'm trying to save your life. Don't become one of those goo guys. Dude, do not become one of those goo guys. Washalo, puro tiny. Washalo. Baby bass do 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 do. Baby bass do 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 do. Baby bass do 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 do. Baby bass. Forgot about that one. Creel, I'm gonna need you to train all your chickens to behave so that you can come out here and get some of this jerkbait fishing. I need you to come out here and jerk with me, bro. Is the only way I can say it, but I need you to come out here, bro. Now is the time, Creel. We could just stand here all day in this particular spot. I believe that they just cruise back and forth right here, so I believe that we could just stand here all day. Ooh. And catch ourselves some fish, dog. If you're interested, I mean, it could start off as a morning jerk, but then it could like go into the afternoon. I mean, whatever you have the stamina for, bro. I don't know how long this spot will be set up where these guys are cruising through here. But let's not put limits on it, bro. And if you'd like to go jerk somewhere else, we could. But it's up to you, bro. Mitch, what up? Oh no, Mitch. Every time is a wrong time on the rodcast. You just need to have some context at that time, bro, because you would have had to seen a couple rodcasts ago some discussions, and this is a 100% legit discussion, bro. Jason, you are tripping, dog. You've had one too many locos. I am not live right now, bro. I cannot see your comments. You are like Creel. At one point in time, I could not see him. But now, thankfully, I can see him again. And Jason, you are basically, you tripping, dog. You're like on another level here, bro. Yep, Jason's definitely tripping, bros. Ah, mother... Dude, that's another fish that has come off. What is going on, Mega Bass? All right, timeout. I gotta call timeout, 30-second timeout. All right, bro, I need you to believe in yourself. Why do you keep letting all these fish off? What the heck is wrong with you, bro? You look good. You look good out there. You need to focus. Get inside the mouth and stay pegged. Why are you coming off? All right, bro. If not, I'm going to bench you and I'm going to put on a Lucky Craft. All right, ready? Break. Let's get back in the game. That was another fish that it missed right here, guys. What in the fun is going on here? Jason's definitely tripping, bro. I have no idea what Mitch is referencing there. Come on, Mega Bass. Don't be a little wuss. If only Creel was here to show me how to utilize this bait. Because I'm telling you guys, my man hook sets, they ain't working. Steve, I've got the fish. They like get hooked on for a little bit and then they just pop off somewhere underwater. So there'll be a little battle. We'll go like, and then boom, the fish is all like, later, bro. Sharpen the hooks. Well, so here's the thing, guys. When I brought the bait up, I had to straighten out. Well, I guess I'd have to unstraighten out the hooks. I had to bend the hooks back because whatever was down there is more manly than these mega bass hooks. So what I think I'm going to do is put on a Lucky Craft and catch the fish. So, because the Lucky Craft, even when they're little Lucky Crafts, like the 90s or whatever, because I believe this is a 110 Junior, when they're tiny, they still have man hooks, not these little wussy hooks. But potentially, I don't know for a fact, but these might be Gamakatsu finesse hooks. I don't know. A softer rod. Mitch, that might be helpful, but I only have so many rods. And this is deemed to be the jerkbait rod. So, if it cannot survive the jerkbait rod, that was grass. Though I've thought it was grass many times and it didn't end up being grass, but this time, yeah, it was grass. If it cannot survive the G. Loomis cranking rod, then it needs help. So I could put on some thump gel on that, Steve. Ese es mi corn dip. Que pues. Nah, bruh. So far, none of them have snitched because they're all like, hey, that mega bass, it's a silent assassin. It looks like all the other ones. Well, it's not silent. It's got a rattle in it. Never mind. But it looks like actual bait. So if we go snitch on him, he might catch us again. Because we haven't moved and we've hooked into a few fish. Let's not say caught them, but we've hooked into them. That's grass. It is 9:04. We will be on the water, south side of 11-ish. Because we have to go watch college football for whatever reason. Dudes, so remember I told you guys about this parlay stuff? This FanDuel, maybe Pick 6 or something like that? Well, now DraftKings has an app that somehow is also legal in Alabama. I don't get it. Because it's parlays. It's somehow legal in Alabama. But DraftKings is a two-way parlay is the only thing necessary. So, I don't know, bros. I mean, a two-way player prop parlay is more beneficial for the user or the wagerer, better gambler, whatever you want to call them. But it is still a parlay. So that is what is weirding me out. I don't understand. Because why couldn't someone just... Why is it legal for it to be a parlay, but someone couldn't just do a single leg and say, okay, I'm going to pick this player prop? I have no idea what is going on, how they got this authorized. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. I think I should put a little more pause in it. Water temp is 69.9 degrees. Well, I don't think we're gonna move from here, guys, until it's time to take off. We might go over here to this island behind me. But there are fish here. I think I'm gonna switch to my ghost minnow. I just gotta find him. He's probably somewhere in that bag. Or I could go to that bevy shad. but that'll go too deep. I have a ghost minnow that's right there, but that one's a little bit bigger. Oh, I could throw that guy, but he might be a little shinier. I can try and get something to bite on that wanderer. Okay. Oh, this guy is cool bait, but he has rusted hooks. I don't think we have hooks to change. Okay, so this guy's out, though I do like him. My American shad. Let's see. Okay, the moderator wants me to try on this striking wanderer bait. All right, moderator, I'll tell that guy on, but I guess this will work. We got ourselves a, oh no, I think it's a chartreuse. I mean, a table rock shad, I think. All right, we're gonna tie on this one-eyed table rock shad right here. It's a Lucky Craft pointer. That little guy. It's gonna be yummy. Not for me, but for the bass. So this Mega Bass Junior is that size. A little bit of a size difference. But these are what I would refer to as man hooks. These are what I would refer to as woman hooks. So we are not going to be using the woman hooks. We're going to switch over to some man hooks, because sometimes some things are not made for you. So like Shaq can't get into a little car because it's just not going to work. So my hook set can't survive or can't be utilized with a mega bass. Now, it has been suggested to use a softer rod, but that sounds like money. And I'm not buying another rod. So then we'll just adjust to the things that work for us. And now we will throw this table rock shad and see if we can man hook some fish. The robot lure, I don't know if the robot lure is in the boat. Okay, guys, so tomorrow we'll toss out the robot lure. It's not really a robot, but we'll toss it out there. I don't know if it's in the boat right now, and you got to charge it. I think it's in the Tackle Tavern. So the Tackle Tavern is quite a distance away from me right now. It is not easily accessible. So that will have to wait until tomorrow. We're gonna throw the robot lure, but of course we're gonna have to first catch a fish and then we'll throw the robot lure, and then we'll just stand here and allow the robot lure to do whatever. I also don't know how long the robot lure robots, so we'll have to take that into consideration. It's called technology there, Jason. It's not witchcraft. That's probably what confused many of the men during the Salem witch trials. The ladies were probably all like, yo, I'm just trying to bring ingenuity to the process. And they're like, witchcraft, she's a witch. Burn her. Don't lie and say I forgot. Forgot what, dog? You talking to me, Unlimited? It will be the weirdest session on the Rodcast because we will just be casting it out there and watching a bobber. Not usually how I fish, but anyways, we'll try it. Oh, I gotta tie on that other one before I get home and get in trouble. See, that's how I know the system, it needs tweaking. Because if Snozook is like, yo, bro, that's a great system, I'm gonna think twice about it. I'll be like, Like when Snozook comes in here and says the loop knot is the best, then I gotta think twice about it because I'm like, how does this make sense and why? Grass. Got all up in that grass. See, this is another thing I couldn't do with a mega bass. I couldn't slap it on the water because you'd have to fear breaking the bill. And I fear that all the time because once you break the bill, it's going to be a bill to replace the mega bass. It's more grass. That's more grass. This doesn't make any sense, bro. Jason, your question there, it's odd because you said, should you consume a beverage, all the beverages now, or save them for tonight and wait till Sunday morning? What? It doesn't make any sense, bro. Because you have all of today to purchase more before Sunday, or before, I assume, Saturday at like 2 or 1. So why would they correlate? Like, why would they be tied together at all? I'm confused here, Jason. Please elaborate and allow me to understand what the heck you're talking about. And I would not take Dead Rabbit's advice, because Dead Rabbit, the other day, he said nothing good has ever come from drinking, but yet he is encouraging you to drink. So he is also the same gentleman that said that he was convinced that suggestions are the devil. So he may have been prophesizing right there. So it's all coming around. That was foreshadowing. So moderator, not that I'm encouraging anybody to consume any beverages, but I'm assuming that Walmart Plus, or whatever that whole deal is, they don't deliver, correct? They don't deliver the beverages that what's his name is trying to get. I mean, it would only make sense that they can't deliver them, because they have to verify the age of the consumer. So it would make sense not to sell those. I think I answered my question. You know, sometimes you just gotta talk it out with yourself. We'll just take this glove off, and we currently have 2 hooks in this fish. 2 man hooks in this fish. It ain't the biggest fish, but our 2 man hooks have successfully got us this fish. Now, there is no question that this fish was He's a little slippery right now. There's no question that this fish wanted that bait, but we got the man hooks, so there was no way for him to pull off of this bait. So sometimes we just gotta change the setup so that we can get a little more success, and we don't have to worry about how hard we set the hook. If you guys didn't, I don't think I messed with the drag. I just hooked the fish and reeled them in. Let me verify. Yep, my drag's tight. That's where I want it. Wait, so you can? You see, Jason, then there's a solution right there, bro. If you have Walmart Plus or whatever, and you're from Michigan, so I'm assuming a lot of your policies over there are, let's just say, loose. So they should more than likely be all like, oh, Jason, you don't want to drive, but you still want to consume, then here you go, bro. Walmart Plus, you can have them delivered to you. And that's a problem solved. Sometimes my logic is used for not good. Carl can see me. Carl, can you see me on your electrical device, or I mean electronic device, such as a TV or a phone, or can you see me off in the distance? Where you at, dog? Oh, I don't see you. So they should be able to deliver 14 miles away, Jason, but I'm not. I mean, you didn't learn that from me, bro, because I would never teach somebody. I would never use my powers for evil. I only use my powers for good. Yeah, moderator. So he would be able to then order it throughout Saturday and whatever their ordering hours are, and be all like, yo, I cannot drive, which at least he is doing the responsible thing in that aspect, where he is not driving. Moderator, if they are only within 10 miles of the house, why does it always take you like 4 hours to come back? Because I'm pretty sure that I could walk to Walmart, and I'm talking about walking, pick up the stuff that I needed to get from Walmart, and walk back with the stuff on me. You know, assuming that it's like like I can get my arms around it or whatever, and I would still make it back before the 4-hour time limit. How does that make sense? Clearly, I'm not doing it right. Well, all I'm saying is that's not the first time I've ever heard that. But, I mean, it doesn't make sense to me. How is that possible? Tater, what's up, dog? All right, bros. I'm either convinced, I mean, it's 9:30, so Colin only has so long to show up before we got to take off. This is grass. Before I got to go take off to do whatever I do's. So either he had such an amazing night last night that he has not woken up, or he's just waiting in the wings to see if I say anything about last night's game. That I don't know which one you guys are talking about because I was watching multiple games. Gotta work today. What up, Timmy? I appreciate you popping in, dog. Hopefully the work is not anything crazy. Yo, Faith, what's up? I assume that Jason is currently looking up the laws in his area. I mean, the Walmart Plus situation in his area. Tim, that was not for what you put there, bro. But I do feel your pain, bro, because one time my brother had to change his rotors and blah, 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 or his brakes and rotors. And I was like, bro, just bring that over here. I'll fix it. And then he was all like, wait, you know how to do that? And I was like, yeah, bro. And then he's just like, all right. And then the fool, I mean, he just sat there the whole time, didn't even, I don't know, bro. So that's probably what might be happening, dog. But I was laughing at the moderator's comment. Moderator, the lake is 5 minutes away, not 15 minutes away. Oh, wait. You did say 5 minutes away. Oh, you're right. I was just trying to figure it out, bro. She gave me a little bit of information that I did not know. I didn't know that Walmart was only 10 miles away. I don't count the miles, bro. It's because when you used to live in New Mexico, distances are a little bit, I mean, mathematically they're the same. But you know, hey man, I'm going, like if you said, hey, I'm going to Cabela's, that's going to be about 40-minute drive. Okay, there's some fish on the bottom. So that's why it's odd. I think I should pull off of here a little bit. Because here I can't see the distances. In the desert, I could see and understand, visualize, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It's gonna take this long, whatever the case is. But this is a wooded area, so I don't know how long it's gonna take, like visually. I can't just be like, oh yeah, she's way over there. Now I understand. Nope, not possible here. But I also might just suck at distances. Who knows? All I know is that is new information to me. I'm pulling off this point just a little bit more. I saw some fish marking a little bit. I mean, they were on the bottom, but I was gonna throw a worm out there, see if I can't wrestle one of them up. Different angle. Nah, Snazook, he didn't try and learn to benefit him or anything, dog. He just sat there, didn't ask any questions. He just bothered me the whole time. Like, I mean, bro, you should at least be involved and be all like, all right, so what are you doing here? Okay, all right. But nah, because he's just all like, oh, don't worry about it. My little brother will fix it. And that's about the gist of how he lives his life. And he's like, oh, well, I messed up. Let's see if my little bro can fix it. And then when it's past the point of fixability, he shows up and he's all like, hey bro, can you fix this? And I'll be like, I could have like 5 steps ago, but now this is more headache. Have we seen that awful song? You see songs with your eyes? Okay, guys, I need to ask you guys a question. If I'm talking, are there words that are going across the screen that you can read? Because if there are, I apologize because I hate reading. But if you are reading the songs that I'm singing, then that's even worse. But GM is asking if we've seen that awful song. I don't know which one he's talking about. He's probably talking about Honey Buns and Mountain Dew. Now, you're going to have to fight Creel over that, GM. Okay, so there's no subtitles. Now, maybe it's in like SAP or something. GM, are you watching this in SAP? And that's how you can read the songs, or see the songs, I should say. All right, so Dead Rabbit sees him like a comic strip. Now, he might be going to Mars with Jason. There's no telling what Jason's and Dead Rabbit's comments actually mean, because are they really seeing the words that are coming out of my mouth? Let's test it. This is the streak that never ends. Can you see this, Dead Rabbit? It goes on and on. GM. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. You got to be all sneaky like that, guys. In fact, GM, you missed it, bro. As a fish sang it with me. The fish that got us the streak extender. The fish was here and it was all like, it goes all down on my friends. So people, wait, let me put my mic towards him, bro. So people, oh, this wasn't always what it was. And don't continue watching it forever just because. You see, bro? That probably didn't work out that well because it got further and further away from the origination of the sound. So, either way, dog. This is the streak that never ends. Dang, closed captioning on the rodcast. You knew that fish would sing with me, bro, because it was crazy. He just started singing. Oh, actually, I never told you guys. We are now at 30 times 5 plus some double-digit number of days. I have no idea how many. The moderator likes to pop in and say how many, but that is when she has time to do potential mathematics. What? 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 Dead Rabbit, you are saying that when you close your eyes, you can see 100 megahertz. You can see all the radio waves that are going through the world right now. You're picking up all radio stations. You're seeing them. You're seeing the clutter of all the radio traffic that's going on around the world. Are you telling me that is what you are seeing, bro? I mean, when I have my eyes open, I too can see frequencies, but I see the visual band of those frequencies, bro. I don't see the radio band or the non-visual, let's call it, frequencies. Now, are you telling me that you are seeing the non-visual frequencies when you close your eyes? Please elaborate, my friend. You can see, well, hold on, Mitch. He's not Neo, because Neo is seeing the digital ones and zeros, the binary code that's going through there. He's all like, seeing all that. And I don't understand why the digital or the binary was going up and down rather than side to side, but that's probably a movie thing. I think it was going up and down. Maybe I wasn't visualizing it correctly. But he is saying that he's not seeing ones and zeros. He is seeing, like, this is radio station, blah, 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 bringing you the hits from 1940s or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he's probably not seeing it and picking it up like audio, but Dead Rabbit, you're telling me that when you close your eyes, you see, depending on what, I mean, I don't even know. Please explain to me what you see, dog, because I don't even want to put words in your mouth. What do you see, Doug? Are you seeing sine waves just going, rolling, different amplitudes just here and there? And you're like, oh my God, look at the amplitude of that signal. Oh man, look at the frequency of this signal. Wow, that's a real high frequency chatter right there. Please, Dead Rabbit, educate me. Relentless Fishing, what's up? What? Yeah, Snizook, I will agree with you that you have now become one of the normies, because Dead Rabbit is now taking us on some kind of psychedelic magic school bus ride. He is going to be, what is her name? Mrs. whatever, but he'll be Mr. Dead Rabbit driving the magic school bus, showing us how we can see frequencies. What? I gotta take a moment here. I gotta take a knee here because I'm just trying to see how somebody can see frequencies. What? But see frequencies with his eyes closed. But Dead Rabbit, so I need you to explain something. Are you seeing like clutter, like so much chatter, or are you seeing specific things that make sense to you and like what am I thinking about here, bro? Because you gotta remember, I am not someone who has ever had an altered state of mind. So I'm trying to make sense of this. Are you seeing the frequency of the trees? And you're like, nature, I can feel you. The frequency of the water. Are you seeing an image? Are you just seeing random radio waves, just bigger, smaller amplitudes, bigger and lesser frequencies? What are you seeing, bro? And I might be just like asking questions that I don't want answered, but what are you seeing? Because, dude, when I close my eyes, I see like different little spots of light, right? And I'm not talking about those little eye worms that you see in your vision, but sometimes you can look past them and whatever, right? Those little floating eye chingle dingles. But I'm talking about like I could just see some kind of light, but not know what I'm looking at, because this doesn't make any sense. So is it like right now, bro, I'm hearing multiple sources of noise, trolling motor, this, that, and the other, and I can focus my ears on, let's say if Krill was out here jerking with me, though I'm not jerking right now, I'm dragging. But if Krill was out here and he was jerking a mega bass and I was jerking a Lucky Craft, as I'm about to do right now, would you be able to, like, I'm hearing all the noises, but if Krill were to say something, I would focus on what Krill was saying and I would block out all sounds. I mean, they would still be there, but I wouldn't be focused on them. So are you saying that when you see these frequencies, you're able to lock in on a frequency and be all like, okay, let me block out all other frequencies and just focus on this particular frequency? Is that what you're saying? I just don't understand. What am I listening to right now? Okay, so he said, yep, lots of waves, but no, can't make sense of it. All right. Okay, so Relentless is saying something about, but I swear it was a grid computer style. Huh? Are you talking about the Matrix? Or are you talking about Dead Rabbit? Because Dead Rabbit is telling us that I don't see sounds, bro. I see color. I see the visible light. He can see sound waves. What the heck? Dead Rabbit, this might be asking too much of you, but I'm trying to understand, bro, because things that I don't understand are what bother me. Can you draw a picture of what you see the next time you close your eyes, and then just post it on the community chat, bro? Draw a picture of these frequencies that you see so I can better understand what you are talking about. What is going on? And I'm not saying you're not seeing something, bro, but I'm trying to understand what the heck is going on. All right, sorry, Relentless. I didn't know what you were talking about, bro. I'm over here trying to hone in on what Dead Rabbit is trying to get us to understand here. I'm trying to figure out because I don't like immediately dismiss something I don't understand. I gotta get a little bit more information and then be all like, okay, this fool's tripping, or okay, let me ask another question based on the information that I've been provided. And then I'll keep on asking questions until my curiosity has been, let's say, quenched, and I'll be like, okay, now I can make a decision that I can live with. Because if I just immediately said, Dead Rabbit, you're crazy, then I feel like I didn't give him a fair shot to explain what is going on. We're about to get hit by a wake, but we'll be okay. Okay, so, I mean, if that's what it looks like, then that's what it looks like. But we got to get a better understanding of what we're seeing here, guys, because I can't just dismiss it as poppycock, you know? I got to be all like, well, let's see. All right, one more cast right here, and then we're going to go to this other point over there. And then after that, we are going to shut her down. Well, we got to understand the mind here. We got to understand what's going on. So crazy is a term that I reserve for, like, Kim Kardashian when she was saying that she received a Kanyeism or a potential Kanyeism. That right there is crazy. But, like, maybe crazy and misunderstood are closely related. But I won't just immediately say, oh yeah, Dead Rabbit's crazy. At least not on everything. Some things I immediately say, all right, Dead Rabbit's crazy. But on some things, I'm like, let me hear this guy out. Because you got to also understand, bro, that I have never been in an altered state of mind. So to understand what it is like in the altered state of mind, I need to ask and do some research, for some third-person research, and ask. Is it third person? It's just not me partaking in the situation. Let's move to this other spot real quick. Well, that is seeing frequencies. Because then, Dead Rabbit, I might have to remix the song, what's the frequency, Kenneth, blah, blah. And I'll be all like, what's the frequency, Dead Rabbit, blah, blah. I don't even know how that song goes. I just know it says, what's the frequency, Kenneth, I believe. But I don't know for a fact. I could be wrong. I don't even know who sings it. Smashing Pumpkins? No, it's some other weird guy. Not Smashing Pumpkins. Moderator will probably know because she likes that kind of music. My phone is up in the front of the boat, but we are not going far. We are just going to this island over here. Land ho, mateys. As you can see, the doo-doo trees. The doo-doo trees would be the gray trees right there. There are green trees and gray trees. And those gray trees are that of the stupid cormorant. The stupid cormorant that kills all the trees. Moderator, I should probably drink some water. You've been getting mad at me for not drinking water. Let me drink a little water. That was cold. Yo, Relentless, if you are not called crazy on this broadcast, well then, you probably are not doing it right. Yo, peace out, old school. Yeah, you are not broadcasting right if you have not been called crazy at least once on the broadcast, bro. Now, you would assume that there's a sane host, so that would be probably an off assumption. I'm gonna get off of this bank. Apparently I'm a little too close. I'm in the grass. I wanna be right about here. There's some eelgrass floating, but hopefully I don't get into it. Okay, we are in about 14 feet of water. The boat is gonna spin around. This is an area that I find has drum, catfish, bass, whatever. It's got all kinds of stuff here. It's like a slot machine here. You never know. You might end up with a bankrupt drum, or you might end up with 3 cherries across the screen, and you're like, yeah, we got ourselves a bass. But you don't know. You don't know until you throw. Starting to get a little breezier. How do I think my FFS works? Okay, Dead Rabbit. Now, are you saying that you see in the ways of... Now I'm a little confused. Because now... Yep, now you're starting to sound a little more like Daredevil, because he cannot see, so he utilizes echolocation. Okay, is Dead Rabbit... Hold on, Dead Rabbit. Maybe. I mean, I don't know how well your hearing is, bro, but maybe... Maybe you maybe you're, and I don't know how well you can see, but maybe as your sight leaves you, you know, because as we get older, some of us lose some of our sight. So as you get older, Your body is changing from utilizing sight as one of its main senses to, hey bro, I can't really see, so we're gonna have to adapt or become extinct. And your body's like, okay, we're gonna utilize our ear hairs now that we have them, and we are going to be able to see. And I put see in quotes because we can see sound. Is that what we're talking about here? Because wow. Because wow is all I can say, guys. Because wow. If Dead Rabbit can see this, or hear this, or see this, or hearsay, if he can see this, this doesn't make any sense to me. Because that statement of forward facing, that is different than seeing frequencies. Because as I interpret it, and that is why I asked, what can you see? Can you draw it so I know what's going on? Because what you're not seeing the frequency waves just bouncing around. So you're not seeing sinusoidal waves or whatever. You're not seeing any of that bounce around. What you're saying is that you're seeing the reflection of these frequencies off of something, and then you're interpreting it as something. Is that what you're saying? Because that's what forward facing is doing. It's just bouncing a frequency off of something, and then based on the amount of time that it takes for stuff to come back and how it comes back, then it can determine, oh, there is this there or whatever, rather than the initial thought that I had that you were seeing waves everywhere, bro. Like small waves, big waves. Waves as big as your head. That's what I thought you were talking about. The phenomenon called... What the heck is that, bro? You talking about the little worm squigglies? Snizook, are you talking about the worm squigglies? Yeah, bro, the worm squigglies are normal. They're stupid. The little eye worm squigglies, and I call them little worms, but they're not. It's just stupid little things that, I mean, you don't notice them until you're like looking at something that is a solid color. Like if I'm looking at the sky and it's, you know, solidly blue, then I can see stupid little, I mean, not if I'm really paying attention to them, but you can see the little squiggles, the little chingle dingles in your eye. But if you're looking at things that have moving colors and whatever, you don't notice the worm chingle dingles, or at least I don't. You guys might be like, they're everywhere. Ah, my eyes, they're infected with worms. Yo, what up, Gary? Gary, we are currently we're currently in the middle of a discussion here, bro, about whether Dead Rabbit can see frequencies. And I don't mean the visible light spectrum. I mean, like, he can see some kind of frequencies that we cannot. Is Dead Rabbit a mutant? Now, Dead Rabbit, your mutant powers are safe here on the Rodcast. We just want to understand them, bro. But hopefully, Gary, hopefully you're doing good and you can't join us for reasons that are good and not bad. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You used to get those little worm squiggles, but now you don't. Did you cure eye worm squiggles? Because if you did, Dead Rabbit, well then, that's a money-making situation right there, bro. Because, I mean, they don't really bother me, but they're stupid. And if I could see clearly without these stupid little worm squiggles, then that would be cooler. What? I have no idea. Now Jason's talking about him being a psychic. All right, guys, if we are all going to expose our superhuman powers, well, I'm going to tell you guys, even though you may be onto it, but I have a superhuman power as well. My superhuman power is attractiveness. There, I said it. I said it. I know most of you speculated and you were like, this guy is superhumanly attractive, but like in the cool vato sense, not like in the sus sense. You're like, you know what? That dude is super cool. How can you focus on the eye squiggles when you're seeing all the frequencies? But Dead Rabbit, here's my question. Like, I see the eye squiggles when my eyes are open. When my eyes are closed, let me try this. Let me try this here. I'm gonna look away from the light. I can still see the eye squiggles. I just don't see them as prominently. But then when I open my eyes, now there's a contrast behind them that shows the eye squiggles. Yeah, dudes. My eagle polarized eyes. Look, I gotta keep some things secret, Steve. Don't be telling them about those. And Dennis knows what's up. Dudes, I saw this reel of some dude that had seen Blood In, Blood Out for the first time. And he was like, how can this movie be so long and all this other stuff and still be watched? Is that an eagle? Is that an eagle? And I didn't see it in the tree? Oh, my bad, eagle. Yep, that's an eagle. Uh-oh. I saw where that eagle landed. We might go not bird watching. Because I saw these buzzards over here and I was like, whatever. Buzzards are stupid. Bowling for buzzards. But then I saw this eagle fly. Do you ever look at the stars at night and what? Dude, I thought you were about to bust out a Lion King reference right there. Hey, Timon, do you ever look at the stars and think what they are? And then Timon says, yeah, bro, they're something, something, something. Fireflies that got caught in the sky. Then Pumbaa says, nah, bro, I thought they're boiling or balls of gas billions of miles away. Then they laugh about it. And then you were gonna come back and say, well, I think that they're the kings of the past, the fishermen of the past, out in the sky looking down on us. And then we would have laughed at you, Jason. And then you would have been serious, but acting like you weren't serious. And you're like, you're right. Oh, no, that's crazy. That's crazy. I was just joking, guys. I don't actually think that it's kings of the past looking down on us, you know, like my dad told me. And then we'd laugh, and then we'd be all like, all right, guys, we're going to sleep. Hakuna Matata, peace out. That's what I thought you were going for, Jason, but then you went somewhere else, bro. Dang, Colin, what the... You were like, it's... Bro, I'm about to get off the broadcast. This guy must have had a crazy night last night. I don't know why. Hey, what's up, Buzzard? You want some, dog? That's what I thought. I'm a live player. Don't try and come at me. Wait till I'm dead. This fool's tripping. But if he wants some, we'll throw down, vato. Let's go toe to toe. You want a VL Placazo so bad, ese? I'm right here. Come on, Spider. Yeah, Colin, we've really had nothing to talk about. Sports last night was very, I mean, I didn't really watch that many things that I, you know, could reflect on the broadcast because sports was lackluster last night, bro. Nothing amazing, nothing cool, barely hooked. Flip them in, because we got those Lucky Craft hooks, not these mega bias hooks. You see, guys, when you have man hooks, you can do things like this and not worry that all your hooks are gonna bend out. Man hooks, man hook set. All right, guys, I'm not one to talk about anyone's appearance, but what in the ugly fish is that all about? Look at that, guys. This guy has a little bit of an underbite, I would say, but beautiful in his own right. Look at this. Weird. All I can hear is this guy saying, hey, you guys. Bro, this guy's weird. How I hooked him, I don't know. I don't know how I hooked him, guys, because he doesn't have an upper lip. So that was weird. But I still ended up hooking him. And what I think happened there, guys, was the eagle, it drew me to that fish because he was all, I was like Beastmaster. So if, here's another superpower that is going to be exposed. If Dead Rabbit can see frequencies, and I'm not saying he can't, but we haven't verified it. If he can see frequencies, then I can speak to animals. And Creel knows it. So I used my Beastmaster abilities, and the eagle, it led me to, I was like, eagle, where are the fish? And then it was all like, wussy chirp, they're over here, follow me. And then I went that way and ended up catching that fish. Now that's grass? Grass, yeah. So I ended up catching that fish because of my polarized eagle eyes and my eagle powers. Well, so I would think about feeding that eagle, bro, but that eagle, he might not want that fish right there, bro, because it was like a sloth fish. Buddha, hey, you guys. That was my worst sloth impression. I saw some comments about the lips being ripped off, poor guys. You see, if I had utilized the mega bass, then he wouldn't, I mean, we would have never seen him to begin with, but then he wouldn't have that lip problem. But when you hit him with a man hook set, that's grass, and then, it's a lot of grass right there. You hit him with the man hook set and some man hooks, then you might have some deformities after that. Where are you, eagle? I saw you land over here. You might have flown away while I was messing with that fish. Awake and setting. Dead Rabbit, I'm not dismissing it. I'm trying to understand what you're seeing. That's why I need you to draw a picture of it and post it on the Rodcast, the community page, so that I can understand what you are seeing. Where are you, eagle? Eagle powers, come to me! Where are you? Where are you? And Unlimited, though they are majestic and I would say dangerous, eagles have a wussy chirp, bro. It is it would be like, not that you are majestic and dangerous, but you are of some stature, right? And it would be like if you showed up, and everybody has seen the size differences between me and Unlimited, right? Like when we're standing right next to each other, I look like I'm smaller than I am. I was gonna say, like when Unlimited's sitting back there, I look like a ventriloquist dummy, but then that would get weird because then they'd be all like, ooh, ventriloquist dummy, where does the hand on the ventriloquist, blah, 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 blah. So whatever, so we're gonna get weird like that. So all I said was, I look like I'm smaller than I am. So it would be like if Unlimited it would be like if Unlimited showed up to the Rodcast and then he's all, you know, Unlimited style, right? And instead of sounding like this, I'm a criminal. Instead of sounding like that, he sounded like this. I'm a criminal. Now, that is what a bald eagle's chirp sounds like, bro. He's all flying around and he's all like, boo, I'm gonna murder anything that's down on the land. And check me out, bros, I can see it all. And then he's right there. Then he comes down and he swoops and he's like, I'm a criminal. You see, bro, that's not cool. But that's how bald eagles are. They'll sit up in the trees and be all like, hey, I'm a bald eagle. Chirp, chirp. Now an osprey, it sounds más chingón. An osprey is like, yo, what up, dogs? It's almost like the osprey is like gangsta. You know what I'm saying? He's not as majestic as the bald eagle, but he's still gangsta. It's like he knows that he's not as majestic and he's all like, all right, forget all y'all. I'm still gangsta and that's just life. That's what I believe is going on. But I'm not a bird watcher is all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, bro. A bald eagle's chirp does not match its, like, who it is. You know what I'm saying? Did Colin disappear? Colin, you only have so many minutes to talk some shad, bro. We're Americans, bro. We're gonna talk some shad. And we can take it when people talk shad. We don't care, bro. Now, if he takes the Canadian way and is all like, oh, my dear friend, I shall never say anything until, hey, buddy, I would never say anything during the game, buddy. Great match, buddy. Hardy hard. Wonderful time. Could not wake up this morning, pal. Like that, we can take it, Colin. I ain't worried about it, bro. They earned it. They earned it. So talk some shad, dog. Snazook's been out here talking shad, and he basically has no dog in the fight. Ah, yes, bro. Owls are gangster with that almost 360, bro. Watch out. That's why lechuzas are so freaking, are so scary so feared in the Hispanic culture, because the lechuzas are, all of a sudden you see an owl and then you're all like, is that a lechuza? And then the lechuza hears you. And then all of a sudden she just goes, yes, I am. And then you're like, ah, lechuza. And you take off running, bros. Because the lechuza turned her head around all the way. And you're like, oh, get out of here. She's got us. She's going to kill us. Curse us. Whatever. That is why lechuzas are so feared. Next time you guys see an owl and you make a noise and it turns around when it was facing in the other direction and basically looks right into your soul, then you guys will be like, ay, wey, lechuzas are scary. I hope I never meet one. Though my brother used to date one, allegedly. It's so dumb. But yeah, bros, lechuzas are, I don't mess around with owls. I think my grandma liked owls. And I was all like, yo, you're getting real close to Lechuza territory there, abuela. Don't you be going to the Lechuza side. Hold on. Snizook, I believe that only certain Native American cultures are allowed to harvest bald eagles for their ceremonies, bro. So who gets a freaking permit to just go out and blast these weak chirped birds? Who does it, bro? How, where, and why? All right, it's 10:30. We're gonna have to bounce in a little bit. I knew it, bros. I knew it. I knew that Colin already started off. He already ended the broadcast. I mean, before the game, he was already, as Jason likes to say, I felt like Colin was already lit, like Jason likes to say. So I felt it, and I was like, okay, we're good. And then when I saw the outcome of the game, I could visualize. Now, just like Dead Rabbit can see frequencies, I could see what Colin was doing. As soon as they hit the home run, the grand slam, or whatever happened in the 6th inning, as soon as they hit that, Colin was all like, oh, glug, 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 glug. And then next thing you know, he might not have even seen the end of the game. And he might barely be waking up now. All he remembers is the 6th inning. And the rest of it is all frequencies, bro. Colin's like, bro, I just saw all these frequencies moving everywhere, and they were bouncing me around. I could feel the Wi-Fi signals hitting me, and I was like, hey, Wi-Fi, relax. Why don't you lower your frequency, bro? People are walking here. And then he was all like, hey, Bluetooth, I can feel you too, all right? You're like stabbing me in the back, bro. Give me some space. So he was seeing all this, and he was starting to fight frequencies. He's like, hey, that's it, Wi-Fi. You and me outside. Oh, you don't have that kind of range? Okay, fine. Then I'll fight you in here, all right? Why don't you use older frequencies? Forget about that 5G. I'll meet you outside, dog. That's what I thought. And then he just had it with Wi-Fi, and then he's just there, and he's like, Wi-Fi, get out of here, Wi-Fi. And then he tried to pull the jersey over the Wi-Fi router, and the Wi-Fi router didn't have a jersey, but he moved the antenna, and then the frequency changed, right? Because the antenna has now moved the direction of the frequency, and then he's all like, that's what I thought, man. Stay down, Wi-Fi. Stay down. And I think that's what he last saw. Based on what I saw of what Colin was seeing, I believe that's what happened. I believe that's what happened, guys. But remember, I have never had an altered state in my life. All I'm saying is that's what I saw through Colin's eyes. Maybe that's another power that I exposed. Who knows? You are correct, Steve. I might lose another mic, and then I'm in trouble because Colin got all chocolate wasted, and then he ends up fighting Wi-Fi. It's pretty silly of you to fight Wi-Fi, Colin, because no matter what you do, Wi-Fi is here, bro. It's all around us. In fact, there's Wi-Fi on the boat right now. Wi-Fi was probably like, hey, bro, why are you bringing me into this? And I'll be like, no, dog, I'm not fighting you, bro. That was Colin. He was fighting your Canadian Wi-Fi homie. And he's like, oh, that son of a fish. A fight with one Wi-Fi is a fight with all Wi-Fis. I was like, damn, bro. You guys are about your business. Bro, did Colin just verify that he saw the 6th and it got blurry? That's right. That's what I'm saying, dog. He saw it and he's like, yep, that's it. Game over. It's time to party. And then he went insane in the membrane. That's basically what happened. All right, guys, 2 more casts and then we got to bounce because I have to go and see what exactly is going on with all this college football. And there might be some NBA. So we did catch some fish, not big fish, but we don't know what those other fish were that the mega bass let off. The mega bass hooks, notorious for their wussiness. The mega bass is like if the eagle had talons equivalent to its chirp. So the mega bass, I will say, they look majestic, bro. Those jerk baits, they look magnifique. But then their talons, when they're about to grab the fish, it's like, Kika! And I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me, dog. What is wrong with you? And they let go. They got the weak talons, bro. So instead, in fact, bros, I should trademark the hook name Talon and then sell hooks under that name. Because you're gonna need some talons to bring in these big fish, these BBL trizzies, which maybe one got away thanks to the mega bass's wussy hooks. Gotta get those peacock talons. Oh no, bro. No. They're just talons by themselves. Peacocks have spurs, bro. And the spurs is where the peacock does its business. Eagle's got the talons. So this will be my last cast, guys, because I gotta go handle business. Colin, you came in too late, bro. Enjoy the win, Colin, because one game does not make a series. And if you ask the moderator, my prediction was correct. I predicted that the Dodgers had too much time off. Grandmaster Franklin, why are you thinking about going fishing, bro? Just go, dog. Get out there, fish around and find out, bro. That's what's up. There is not to try but to do, or whatever stupid Yoda says. I don't know what he says, bro. It's something nerd majestic, bro. It's like there's no try, or there is only to do. Who knows? Whatever Yoda says, bro. We've clearly shown that my Star Wars knowledge is not great. But it is just enough. It is surface level Star Wars knowledge that I'm just all like, okay, whatever, good enough. Ostrich talons. I don't know, bro. I don't know about ostrich talons.
Familiar with Yoda, he is not. There is not to try, but to do, or something, I don't know. Princess Leia, yes. Luke, that is your sister, you dirty guy. Sloppy seconds to Jabba you were. Bleh. Luke, you are gross. You are not a Jedi. Take your freaky stuff elsewhere. Jedis don't make out with sisters.
I don't have my sunglasses on. And all the water from the trolley motor was shooting me in the eye. I mean,
Trolling motor. Water flies into eye. No sunglasses I have.
it's gonna be a good day. And all my homies gonna ride today. And all we wanna do is catch a vibe today. Oh, that's backwards again. And all this water looking fly today. It's gonna be a good day. And ain't no hater gonna cry today about me fishing my way. You can save that trouble for another day. Hey. Oh, do not forget, guys, that tomorrow we are going moderator lures. Maybe not all the time, but tomorrow morning we will go robot lure and that topwater bait that she got. So remember that, guys. We will be going out early, or attempt to, because college football goes out till like 1 in the morning. But we will have a longer time to be out on the water because football starts at noon. So we'll have a little bit longer on the water, unless, of course, I don't get up in time. And then we'll probably have about the same time or even shorter. But that's neither here nor there. The potential is there. So God willing, weather permitting, we will be on the water again tomorrow, trying to continue the streak. We do want to thank the Mega Bass Jerkbait for both bringing joy and also heartache. That's the double-edged sword of the Mega Bass Jerkbait, bro. It's like, yes, they can catch you a fish, but also, yes, they suck. They're hooks. Snazook. Again, one game does not make a series, bro. The Dodgers had too much time off. They got warmed up, and now it's game time. All they gotta do is win one in Toronto, bro. That's how series work, bro. The away team just has to win one at home. I mean, one away, and then it's a different series, dog. I don't know what Jason is asking an encore of. Okay, Moon says he has one of those robot lures, and he was so adamant about the lack of thought put into it that he decided that he had to MF it and say it doesn't even hold it up. Wow, I've never seen Moon so adamant about Jason, we gotta go, bro, because Rodcast is fun, but people gotta eat. People gotta eat. And I don't mean I gotta go eat sausage and eggs like Colin. I'm talking about people gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? Freedom ain't free, bro. Now, I'm well aware that that pertains to other aspects in life, but I will tell you, freedom is not free. Don't let them fool you, bro. Freedom costs money. So I'm going to wish Colin the best of luck, not in the game, but in his recovery, because seeing that first World Series win, I'm just kind of hoping, Colin. I'm kind of hoping bro, that for Colin's sake, that they don't win the World Series, because I don't think that Colin's body can survive 4 more of these, Colin. I don't think you can, bro. I mean, 3 more of these, because you are going to celebrate yourself into a grave, Colin, because if for some strange reason you end up winning that 4th game, dude, I will have to stand up here and be like, you know what, guys, in memory of Colin, who has clearly elubricated himself to death, I will wear this Peckerwoods hat for an entire month, because in memory, just like we had, well, let's make it 3 weeks, just like when Don's Chatterbait, the original, was lost and we had 7 days of mourning. Well, I'll say, okay, we'll do it the entire month so that we'll have 14 days of mourning, because our dear friend, digital friend, Colin, has succumbed to World Series lubrication. Oh, may he rest in peace wherever he is. So that I don't want to have to be saying there, bro. Bro, I already said Dodgers in 6, Nazook. What the? Okay, you cannot just take my predictions and change them. That's even worse, Faith. Because if it goes to 7 and the Dodgers win, then Colin is also going to be subject to death by lubrication. So we got to go easy, bros. It's got to be Dodgers in 6 so that Colin doesn't lubricate himself to death. All right, guys, I'm already running late here. So I'm going to put on some Mountain Dew and Los Honey Buns, and then I am going to go get the truck. How you doing?
Good, sir.
I'm all right, thanks.
Sunrise creeping, moon fades out, truck still humming, my mind shouts. Honey buns, wrappers on the dash. Mountain Dew bottles empty fast. Hit the creek line, poles in hand. The Latin assassin makes his stand. Cast so smooth the ripples cry. Too smart for his eagle eye. Honey buns and Mountain Dew are fuel all day. Fishing with the assassin, what more can I say? River rolls the stories too, casting dreams we knew. Legacy in waters deep, where the echoes go. Line goes cruel. Taught with a water beast. Assassin grins, it's time for a feast. Battling scales and wicked darts. This ain't just fishing, it's work of art. Shake cut sharp where we both sit. Sharing tales about hooks that split. Sunburned faces with laughs that burn. Waiting patient for the next fish's turn.
That was Honey Buns and Mountain Dew. Sent out to a chicken farmer near you.
I assume you guys were in the military?
Yes, sir.
Thank you for your service, players.
He likes being in an army boat. The Air Force.
Oh, an Air Force guy and an Army guy? How you guys get along?
Pretty good. He listens to what I tell him.
Oh, that's what's up. All right, dudes. So, as always, I appreciate you guys showing up and showing out. Now, it is possible that even though you cannot see me in the screen, that Dead Rabbit can still see me. I don't know that for a fact. That's speculation. I do not know, guys. I am trying to understand the extent of his non-visible spectrum abilities. So hopefully he sends us a picture of what he is truly capable of. That way we can be all like, ah, I see. I see, said the blind man, as they say. And hopefully Colin will find a way to be able to deal with the ups and downs of the series, because there will be ups and there will be downs. So Colin experienced an up yesterday. And it was overwhelming for him, apparently. And hopefully he finds a way to find some kind of middle ground in all that. I'm just letting all this water come out of the motor. While I'm back here, I can see your comments. It's already gonna be 11. I'm late. I'm blah, 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 late in all that. Moon, what you see in the front is not my my Lowrance needing to be cleaned, bro. What you see in the front is the screen protector that I have. It has air bubbles. It never really, even though I did it to perfection, like I always do things, you know what I'm saying? It has air bubbles that pop in. I can get rid of them, they'll go away completely, but then they pop in again, and it just gets annoying. So it's not a dirty screen, dog. It's so that if, in case I hit it with a weight or krill falls on it or something, whatever the case is, it will keep from breaking my screen. Because everybody knows once the screen is broken, you're going to have to get a new one. And I don't want to have to get a new one. As we've seen, I had to get a new one. Later, Turtle. So you really can't see that. I mean, right now when it's off, bro, you can easily see it. You're like, hey, this is disgusting, whatever. But you can't see it when it's when the screen is on. Unless it's kind of like the eye squiggles. If you focus on the eye squiggles, then you're gonna see it. But if you just kind of look past the eye squiggles, then your life is good, real good. But it just depends. I don't really notice it, but again, I told you guys that I don't notice my eye squiggles either. So if you guys notice your eye squiggles and you focus on it, then that might cause you a problem, but not this guy. So watch out, bro. Watch out, bro. Little dot right here, I just push it down. That dot is now gone. Stupid. And then I start pushing this bubble away. Now that became one bubble over there. And now I'm trying to push that down. Now there's no bubble right there. Iwashala, bro. Very limited little bubbles on this side. And it's not me cleaning off the screen, because I can assure you the screen is still dirty. But you see, bro, it is just some faulty glue that these guys should have fixed, but whatever. They should have had good glue, and they didn't. I believe I asked the moderator if there was a warranty on that, but you know, she's made of money, so whatever. So my dudes, I bid you adieu. I gotta go handle some college football business. And always, bros, appreciate you guys showing up. The streak continued. It was a little easier today than it was yesterday. So anyways, we will just see what happens tomorrow. God willing, weather permitting, we'll be back out here. So fish around and find out. Stay safe. Jason, don't do anything too crazy. Colin, I don't want to hear that you are lubricated to heaven, bro. So relax. Peace out, homies.